to Navya Haridas, the BJP candidate who is taking on Priyanka Gandhi Vadra from Wayanad. Leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi had won the Wayanad seat in Lok Sabha poll 2024 but vacated the seat to retain his Rae Bareli constituency. Navya will be pitted against Congress Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and CPI's Satyan Mukheri. In this high-profile constituency on 13th November by-election, Navya Haridas is an engineering graduate and is a two-time councillor from the Kozhikode Municipal Corporation and is the Bharatiya Janata Party's parliamentary leader in the corporation. She is also the State General Secretary of the BJP's Mahila Morcha. Welcome, Navya, on Point.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
You know, this is a very high-profile contest. Wayanad after Rahul Gandhi had won in 2099. How confident are you of defeating Priyanka Gandhi or CPI's candidate from Wayanad? What are your prospects?
We are fully confident on defeating Priyanka Gandhi because on ground I see that Priyanka Gandhi is a new member to the election field. So I, being in the politics for the past 9 years, as serving the people, with them, solving their issues, hearing their issues, and working with them for past many years as a councillor in Kozhikode Municipal Corporation. So I definitely think my experience in working with the people, along with the people, will definitely help me out in this election.
Navya, how would you rate this constituency? A tough constituency for you? And secondly, do you think that during the tenure of Rahul Gandhi, since he is the national leader, was he able to attend to Wayanad?
Last 5 years when we see, Wayanad was having a very tough time last 5 years because they didn't have anyone to represent their main issues in the parliament. Actually, a member should be, an elected member should be with the people along with their problems, their sorrows and happiness. But whenever Wayanad happened to strike any incident,
Was ignored?
Oh, definitely Wayanad was ignored. And the same thing is going to happen. The same scenario is going to repeat when Priyanka Gandhi is also coming to Wayanad. But I think there's a drastic change in the minds of the people that we can see from yesterday's roadshow. A huge crowd gathering was there in yesterday's roadshow. Previously, when we see, there was not such a huge response from the people, no such support from the people towards BJP. But this time, I think his candidature and for the past when we look around in Wayanad, we could still see his hoardings all over the Wayanad asking vote, Rahul Gandhi seeking vote to his members. So after getting all these votes, I think Rahul Gandhi keeping the other votes, mandals. For him, the high preference was Rae Bareli. So he had chosen Wayanad on the fear that he is going to lose in Rae Bareli. So when he won in Rae Bareli, he just opted out this one, Wayanad.
You know, Wayanad,
and he wanted to quit the seat. And he wanted to quit the seat, and now Wayanad is having no one to represent their issues. Now again, this is a pulled-up election for Wayanad in a tough time.
Do you think it was an issue when the Wayanad landslide took place?
Definitely. When the Wayanad landslide took place, they didn't have anyone to represent their side to raise this issue in the parliament. And for the past 5 years also, we can see that it's an ecologically sensitive area. And there were so many warnings from the disaster management team on vacating around 4,000 families from this landslide-prone areas. But nothing was done, no action was taken, and that report even was not considered by the member of parliament or the members of the legislative assembly. No one was bothered. I think only money-oriented or just a candidate or just a representative from Wayanad, rather than looking into the problems of the Wayanad. So the people of Wayanad, the local people of the Wayanad had to suffer. They had to pay for everything.
What are the 5 principal issues, Navya, if you can tell me, our larger viewers across India, which concerns Wayanad?
There are so many problems that Wayanad has been asking their help. It's like in medical field, we could see that there is not a proper medical college in Wayanad. For the past many decades, Wayanad has been demanding for a medical college, the local people, because their health issues and they had to cross this Wayanad road, which is always crowded and always blocked. So before reaching the hospital in the nearest district, that is Kozhikode, which from where I represent, so many lives were lost in between this long journey. So their demand was to get a good hospital in Wayanad. But what was done previously is like a general district hospital, just the name was changed to a medical college, but there's no facility. Whenever someone is admitted in that hospital, they were advised to revisit to the nearest medical college. So a super specialty hospital in the health sector is the primary need for Wayanad as far as it's concerned. And again, the second thing is Wayanad is always prone to landslides and other natural calamities. There are so many factors like this is such a wonderful area, Wayanad. It's a beautiful place, but people are trying to exploit its beauty, exploit its wealth. It's very good at agriculture. There are so many things like coffee, tea, pepper, cardamom, and everything. It's from the long time itself, Wayanad is very famous for all these spices. So rather than considering the agricultural needs, the people were considered just the vested interest. So the tourism is being exploited. It's nice to have the tourism. We always have to promote tourism. But when it goes to a level beyond this just tourism, it's then created an event in the exploitation mode. So this is also another big problem that the local people of Wayanad are facing. When it comes to tourism, definitely it brings economy to the district also. But here, rather than economy, the local people had to suffer because of the after effects of these unauthorized.
But if you look at the national press, you will be very surprised, Navya, that Wayanad had hit the headlines, yes, because of the landslides, but often because of the man-animal conflict.
Yes, that's of course the matter is still there, and that also have been addressed by the people towards the representatives, but it was not considered so long because so many lives are lost. Every year we get a huge number of people who are attacked by the wild animals, and the night ride is also very difficult in this Wayanad area. But there should be some changes. Some changes should be brought into consideration, considering the surroundings, considering the atmosphere and the ambience of the district. So this being in a landy area, hilly area, there are so many animals. They also need to be protected. And while protecting the animals, the people's life, the human beings' life should be considered more than that, I think.
My question was, Navya, how would you draw the line? Because some people want commercial exploitation of the forest. There is a segment who don't want it because they feel that, by doing this, things like Wayanad landslides have happened. What is your view?
See, there is a clear-cut guidelines for everything. Whenever the human, the system, ecosystem, we are entering to the ecosystem, we must follow those guidelines. We could see that so many buildings are being constructed without any rules and regulations. Sometimes they say that the buildings should not be considered in the ecologically sensitive areas. But discarding their warnings, the people are still constructing in that areas. So strict measures have to be taken, and the monitoring should be done by the state government to stop these illegal construction of the buildings. And we know that it's a hilly area, and there are so many. It's so famous for its ecosystem also. In the recent landslide which occurred in Churalmala, Kunchirvattam Pradesham and all, we have seen that so many lives were lost in those areas. All these were ecologically sensitive areas.
Do you think the government mishandled it at the state level? The landslide issue?
Yes, definitely. The state government has to take control over these things. And the unauthorized construction should be completely banned in these local areas.
Navya, were you surprised when you were told by the High Command that you will be the candidate from Wayanad? Did you expect it ever?
Of course, I was so excited, and I never expected this one. Even after I got a call from the channel that your name has been published, I told them that no, it's not confirmed. And they told no, madam, it is already confirmed and your name is in our list. And we have the list in our hand. And from the channels only I got the confirmation that I've been selected as the candidate.
So when did the party
So
officially
happy.
tell you? When did the
So
party officially
happy.
tell you?
I just got a clue that it might be included from the state list. Actually, the state list will give a few names to the central ministry, and the central department, the central leadership will take the further decisions. So I just got a hint, but there were so many names in that list. So I thought it must go to someone else.
You are a software engineer. Uh,
Yes.
you were working before you joined politics. Why did you join BJP, that too in Kerala, where Congress and left are the dominant parties?
I hail from a BJP family. My parents, all are my paternal family. Everyone belongs to BJP family, and we believe in BJP because it's a people-oriented politics. More than politics, it's given importance to humanity. That's where I also belong. The politics comes second. Humanity is first, I think.
Do you think BJP can make a dent in Wayanad? It's not an easy constituency for BJP.
Of course, we know that vote share. When we compare the 2019 election and 2024 election, we could see that our state president, Sri K. Surendranji, had scored double the vote share than in 2019. So we definitely think that there would be a drastic change in 2024 because this time it's a forced election. It's not a regular election. Sri Rahul Gandhi had given a promise to the people of Wayanad that he would be with the people of Wayanad for the coming next 5 years. He broke all the promises and left Wayanad just to retain Rae Bareli. So I think the people can understand now that this was just a second choice for Rahul Gandhi because if at all he is not getting anywhere of his preference, then he would take Wayanad like how he did in last time in 2019. This was the thing. He lost in Rae Bareli, so he had no choice. So he stayed in Wayanad, I think. That also we could see that in the past 5 years, he visited Wayanad only a very few times. The people couldn't see him. The people couldn't address their problems to him. And the problems of the Wayanad were never being addressed in the parliament.
Navya, one fact is if one Gandhi has gone back to Rae Bareli, they have fielded another Gandhi.
Because everyone had been asking me whether I am in a tough mood that Priyanka Gandhi is an opponent. I told them, no, I'm not at all so worried that my opponent is Mrs. Priyanka Gandhi, because the qualification that I could see in her is that she hails from a Nehru family. If people think that it's a qualification in politics, then okay, Priyanka Gandhi may be considered as a better candidate. But I believe that it's not the family domination that need to be in politics. It must be the better understanding. It must be the interaction with the people. It must be that representative must be with the problems of the people.
But do you think, is she a formidable candidate? Is it going to be a tough fight, close fight?
As far as Wayanad is concerned, it had always given preference to Congress. That's why Rahul Gandhi had opted the seat in Wayanad, because he know that no matter who the candidate is, people in Wayanad was going to vote for Congress. That's why Rahul Gandhi also came here. So the politics in Wayanad is like it had always given preference to Congress, but this time it's going to be a different scenario. Because the things are going in such a way that I'm getting a huge response from the public that they are already fed up with the Nehru family, and that family domination cannot be implemented in Kerala.
To have a macro picture, a lot of expectations were from the party in Kerala. It did not translate electorally in terms of Lok Sabha and assembly seats. Why did that happen?
It's like in our state, everything, the LDF and the UDF, the left and the right, is always focusing on the central ministry. They are always focusing on the BJP and trying to blame BJP, trying to blame the central ministry for whatever things, no matter if there is a cause. Just like that, blaming BJP or the central leadership, because in our state, LDF and UDF had been dominating for the past many decades. And this is the first time we got an elected MP from Thrissur. Suresh Gopi is an elected member from Thrissur. This is the first time BJP is getting such a seat. So the things are changing gradually now.
So you are saying things are changing gradually. And last question to you. Are you hopeful of a hit? Do you think that Wayanad will be the second seat which will be delivered by you to Bharatiya Janata Party?
While checking my previous elections, I'm a councillor from Kozhikode. I'm a councillor from Kozhikode Corporation, and that time when I competed in 2015, BJP was in third position. It was never a BJP seat, but I could win the hearts of the people. So I think at that time I was not having any experience also. For this time, I have the experience, I have the qualifications, and I am giving the promise to the people of Wayanad that I will be with them for the coming next 5 years if I am elected as an MP. So this promise would be in the hearts of the people, I think.
Thank you, Navya. Thank you so much for making time for On Point. Thank you so much.
Thank
so
you.
this was
Yeah,
Navya Haridas, BJP's candidate for Wayanad by poll. Thank you so much.
So I'm Payal Nath, the CEO and director of Kadam Heart. We're working with people, we're working with emotions, we're working with hands, we're working with nature.
We are very clear, we want to commit to livelihoods, we want to commit to the planet, we want to impact 1 million artisans, which is 1 million families minimum.
Be the change that you want to see.
This and more. Streaming on News 9 Plus. News is now content. Subscribe and get free vouchers.